Hello everyone and welcome back. See, I'm so excited to show you this one. This is one I've been trying to get on the channel for a very long time now. So what we have is a Tiguan. It's a 2017, so fairly new, and it's got a couple of issues. Now these issues I'll show you now. So just turn the ignition on. Airbag light's one of them. Ignore that one, that's just because I've got the lights turned off. Front assist, that's another one. Ignore the service light. And ignore the key fob battery light. So what we have is an airbag light and a front assist. I will put some washer fluid in that, don't panic. And none of your steering wheel buttons work. Absolutely none of them, neither side. Just doing absolutely nothing. And also, the horn don't work. So, just a little recap. We've got front assist fault, airbag fault, none of the steering wheel buttons work, and the horn doesn't work. Now what it is I've done that diag, so don't panic. What it is the control module that sits behind the steering wheel. It looks a little something like this. So this is the new one. This is commonly referred to as an airbag slip ring, or a squib ring, or clock spring. There's loads of different names for it. But this is the part. So this is the new one, and the reason it's got the tab there, just where my thumb is to stop you spinning it. Now, if you notice on a car, you can only steer so far to the left and then so far to the right, and it'll stop. Now in there is like a big loop of wiring, and it'll only go to the certain left and the certain right stops. Go any further, you're going to rip it, and it's going to come with them faults if you do break this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to replace it. I'm not going to do the whole repair on camera because it's really hard to film while doing something like this, and I'm filming on airbag, so I need to concentrate. So I'm going to stop at intervals, bring you back onto camera, show you exactly what I'm doing. Obviously we are working on the airbag system, so there are certain rules you have to follow. If you're not confident or don't know, please don't try this at home. This is entertainment purposes only. I'm obviously qualified, done this quite a few times. So I'm going to disarm this airbag system now to make sure it's nice and safe for me to work on. The next time you see me, all of this will be off, and you're going to see exactly what I can see on the old one. So bring you back in just 1 second. Just as a little side note, just pop it in quickly. There is more to come, obviously. Once you've got the airbag out, and you're being nice and safe, can we just zoom in just here? See if we can get it right on camera. And there we go. See them two notches? That's where the car has been aligned to. Now they're off at the minute. We're not going to get involved in that. So all you got to do is make sure that matches when you go back. So what I tend to do when I do a repair like this is just take a picture of that, and then you're not going to get any off-center steering wheels when you road test it after you've done the repair. Just thought I'd pop that in just to show you, really. So we'll be back in 2, and all this will be gone. Right, so we're all stripped down now. As you can see, this is the old one. So you see this hasn't got the red tab on that the new one's got, that red tab. So what it does is, as you're steering, you go all the way that way, and then all the way that way. And you see that's absolutely fine. So that's not a problem, that's what it's designed to do. But over a certain amount of time, there's only like a tape wire inside. This will happen, and you feel it stiffen up, and sometimes that's just going to snap. And over time, as wiring winds and unwinds, it's going to get brittle. And that's what's happened here. So once it's gone to the point of no return, you can spin it all the way around. You pretty much know it's knackered. And what's happening is, all these plugs, there's lots, all down here, that I've done, are plugged into the control module. Now it is a control module. So all you do is, once you've got the screws off, there's one there, one just there, and then one just there, just like that. And you're left with just a switch pack. So this is your indicators and wiper stock. That's it. So if you ever needed to change one of them, you'd have to follow the same process, of course. And then it's just this last little bit to swap these out. So all you then do is pop your new one over. Don't take the red tab out. That you don't want to do. Obviously line it up right, and then plug your wires in. Simple as that. Now you've got one wire, or one plug should I say, that's going to denote whether it's an airbag or not. I'll show you that in just 1 second. You get to see me plug some bits in. And this one just here. Now for Volkswagen Audi Group, if it's yellow, it's airbag. It's airbag related. So that goes in there, and there's a little locking tab. Just push that up. Don't want that one coming out. And then same again. Just there. They're quite tight, which is good. Means they're not going to drop out. Happy days. So I'll pop you back in a minute, and we'll start building this back up. Right, just before I strap the airbag back down, everything's on. All the trims, you can see there, all back on. This should be renewed every time you have the steering wheel off. So it has got Loctite in it, and it is a steering wheel bolt. So that should be renewed every time this comes off. So I'm going to pop it back together now, and then I'm going to bring you on camera for the final test and show you everything's working and that we've no longer got any faults. So catch you in a minute for the final part. Right guys, we're back for the final bit. Everything's back together, as you can see, all back together. Dash is lit up. I've obviously not got the radio on because of copyright. You know how it is. I've done the coding offline. You have to code them in. You have to tell the car that it's got a new one, and it can happily switch everything back on again, because that's what it does when it detects a fault. It turns things off. That's how they work. So we have the old one just here. As you can see, it's a bit minging anyway. But what can you do? So that is the old one, and with the kit you also get some new screws. I always use the new screws because they're there, and why not? And then that's the red tab you pull out when you're rebuilding it. So everything's tight. Like I said, always renew the steering wheel nut, and it does get torqued to manufacturer specifications. Everything's done. So let's turn the ignition on. So hopefully you can see everything. It's coming through nice and clear. It does flicker. Gotta love digital dashes, haven't you? Right, so airbag light instantly. It is there. You can just see it's gone off. Happy days. I'm going to sort the key fob back. Don't worry about any more warnings. It's a work in progress. So this bit's done. So as you can see, no airbag light. Happy days. We've got a horn, if you heard that. And again, and we can now scroll through dash features. I can't obviously turn the radio on and show you the volume. You gotta love the copyright. Gotta love the copyright. Anyway, it's back together, guys. It's working. It's coded. Everything works. I'm going to do the key fob battery, the screen wash, everything like that, all the little bits. But I wanted to bring you along for that because I've always been wanting to try and get one on this channel, and now I have. So I'm happy, and hopefully this is going to help you guys diagnose things. Obviously, this is not a diagnosis. I've done the diag before. Coming onto video. Don't mess with airbag systems. If you're not confident or not happy, please don't. They are dangerous. They're extremely dangerous, in fact. Follow all rules, and of course, be safe. Any issues, anything you want to know about this repair, guys, chuck them down there in the comments. I'm always happy to help, happy to show things. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and it's almost the weekend, guys, so have a banging weekend, and I'll see you again here very, very soon.